Welcome back, guys. So we are going to do some very common methods that you're going to use while using a list. So let's create a list. So I'm going to name it as even, which is going to be a blank. And I have this from the previous code. I just changed even underscore numbers to even. And now if I do enter and I hit even, we have a big list. So let's do the first method, which is length. So when you're doing a length, if I do dir of even, you will see there are two types of methods that are coming up. One is underscore underscore add underscore underscore class. And the second set of methods are append, clear, copy that don't have underscore. Now, I don't want to get into details, but if you don't remember which method to use, you can pass it in dir and it will give you all the methods that a list can use. So when it comes to even, we can use all of these methods, but there is a different way to use them. The underscore underscore is when you pass the method, like let's go with length. So length is underscore underscore. So when you see underscore underscore, you have to pass the list as an object. So these things work on the whole list. So this will modify this whole list. So length of even will give you the length of the list. There are 201 elements. So let's do append. So I'm going to append 400. So append is nothing but add at the end. So if I do it twice, I'm going to add 400 twice in append. So in even, so you can see 400 was already there and I added it twice. So append adds it to the end of the list. Now if I want to find the index of 156, so I can do even.index of 156. Now this gives me 78. What if I want to verify this? So I can do even of 78 and this should give me 156. Now if I want to remove, there are two ways to remove an element. So one is called the pop method, where you have to put the index. So you use the pop method when you know which index you want to remove. Now remember, index of 78 is 156. So if you do even of 78, it gives 156. So if I don't know where 156 is, I can just remove it with the remove function. And if I do even, you will see 156 is now missing. And if I know I want to remove the fourth element, so remember, fourth element is index 3 because this is index 0, index 1, index 2, index 3. So let's remove the fourth element, so which would be index. So when you use pop, you have to pass in the index, not the value. So if I do this, it's giving me the value that it removed. So if you see the return, it means that it has removed a value. So if I do even, now you will see that 6 is missing. Now we have gone over all of those. The ones remaining is reverse. Reverse will actually modify the list and reverse it. So if I do this and do even, this list is now reversed. Every time I use reverse, it is going to change the order of the whole list. And if I just want to print it but not reverse it, I can do something like this, where it has printed out the list in a reversed order, but it has not changed the list to a reverse order. So now you can see the output like this. But if I do even again, you will see that it did not actually modify the list. It just printed it out. So that's the difference between reverse and printing out like this. And the last method we would do is clear, which means it will delete everything in the list, and you can do even and it is an empty list. One more thing, if I want to check how to delete the list, I will put this, and over here you see delete item, which is not showing over here. Let's try it out. Yep, so it worked. So if I do even now, it will say that it is not defined because we got rid of the whole element. So that is it for this video, guys. In the next video, we will learn about dictionaries.